Welcome to the next tutorial of the CSS course, and today we'll be looking into the background size. So for this particular session we'll be taking help from the Developer Mozilla guide. So let's go into the CSS references of Developer Mozilla. Okay, so in this particular document you will be seeing like all list of the properties and their information, working model. So this particular document I really recommend everyone to follow, because if you go into one particular property they have explanation of what that property is. They have working demos so that you can quickly check out how it looks when you change the values. They have given the syntax and the different values so that you can try into your browser and actually see and understand how it works. Apart from that, they have the values section where they have given all possible values that any property can have, and we can try each one of them. Okay, so if you see here I have one working model I have created. Like I have this like body. I have given some box just for the demo purpose, but we will be more focusing on this particular body tag because I have given background URL to that particular tag. So let's go into our CSS. If you see on the body I have given width and height equal to the height and width of the browser, and the background URL is given as one asset. Cool. So first of all, let's understand how the image looks. Okay, so if you go into view tree, if you see we have a tree, we have ground as well, so we could see the base of the tree as well originally. But if you go into our browser you are seeing the image is getting cut off here, right? So this is something we don't want, because we don't want our image to get cropped, neither we want it get to stretch. So there is one property called content. So this is exactly what content does. The scale the image as large as possible within the container, which is our body tag, and the important thing is without cropping or stretching, right? So let's give a background size property to it. So background size should be content. If you see into the browser now, we can see a complete image. There is no section is getting cut off at the bottom, though image is getting repeated on the x-axis, right? Okay, so we can have the no repeat property there. So background repeat, no repeat, and if you save that you can see only one image, but the content is not allowed it to stretch or crop, so we won't see the complete area to be get filled. So next property, so the use case of ours is that our background body tag should have the complete background. So we can give another property which is cover. So cover basically scale the image as large as possible to fill the container, stretching the image if necessary. So the purpose of the cover image is to the fill the container. So let's give the cover property and see how it looks into the browser. So if you see here we are seeing a red background, like where is our image? So this is what happens when your view is landscape. So if you are seeing our view is landscape, and if you see the image and if your image is vertical, right? So in this case the browser has scaled your x-axis so it fill the container's x-axis. Relatively the dimensions of the image remain same, and your y-axis becomes so large that it is not able we are not able to see it in the browser. So there is a way we can see that complete image. So let's see what is the dimensions of the image first of all. Okay, if you see dimensions of image is 668 by 1002, right? So go into the, so from here this drop down you can go into the responsive section. You can give 668 by 1002, and here we can see a complete image, and we can see a body is filled with the complete image. There is no empty space on the x or y axis, neither image got cropped. So this is what cover does, but again we have limitations over here, right? So it is little tricky to choose an image for your background as well, because depending upon the orientation you should be choosing your image. Okay, cool. Apart from cover we have auto property as well. So the initial view that I have shown to you, which was from the auto property. So let's give a auto property and see how it looks. Okay, so see, auto property is also cropping your image at down, so which we solve using content, but content is repeating image which we solve using cover. So these type of problems are with your dimensions of a browser or but basically the if you know the size of your element, if that is fixed, then you won't see such problems, but this is something that you will come across. So what if we have to give a complete covered image, and you don't want to crop a complete image as well? So in that case, the stretching, the dimensions of the image gets changed. For example, you want to give a complete width to x-axis, you want to give complete height to y-axis. So now we are seeing like image there, we are seeing complete like tree and the surface and the above image, but it got stretched, right? So this is this kind of problems will be there. So these dimensions can be pixel, and if you give like 100 pixel, the multiple times image will be there because no repeat is off at the moment. If you give 100% by 100%, again we'll be seeing like one image which got stretched. So now you can give REM or like different units of your different units of your lengths, right? Now it is, oh, it is too much, so let's give 2 pixel and you can see it, right? So that's how REM works, right? It works based upon the font that we have. Cool. Okay, let's see what if we are missing. Okay, we tried percentage, we tried length unit, and we try all these three properties, right? So I'll be attaching this particular URL into the description, and you can go through it and see how it works. I hope you learned something new today, and thank you so much for watching this particular video. Bye bye.